Picked up by Thomas. Sockers will slow it down. Pacheco on the floor for San Diego. Pereira backs it on Pereira. Pereira versus Pereira. Shot, save there. Thomas deflects it right back into the hands of Rodriguez. Rodriguez plays up the floor for Thompson. This one blocked away by Pacheco, and we'll get a kick in for the Blast.
That was an interesting matchup, Paul. Just a second ago there, we had Juan Pereira on Nick Pereira. And
no relation.
No relation at all. I'm sure San Diego liked that matchup, but Juan did well.
Sockers block it, and Blast try to clear, but it's turned over. Chavez turned that one over. Sockers now possessed with just over 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Good one so far here in Baltimore. Ruggles down the boards. Walter Taylor Bond gives it away. Chavez plays it through. Gets his own rebound. Leaves it. Nico Williams shoots it wide. That was blocked as well by the Sockers.
Chavez has been a bright spot so far, Paul, really bringing some energy and speed to the Blast lineup.
Williams tried to play it off the boards. That was blocked. Ruggles kicks that away. Diesel heads it right back in. Williams goes down. Ruggles will be called for the push. Williams and Ruggles exchange some words as Nico goes to the bench.
Paul, I just mentioned this earlier about the key for line changes for San Diego. Childs was on the floor, tried to make a quick change, which they made. Baltimore might want to keep a look at that and maybe get some quick restarts.
Omar with a blast behind the yellow line goes into the Arsenal banner, and it'll be a goalkeeper distribution for Boris Pardo. So, distribution of the midfield from Pardo this time after dumping it down to the corner the last couple, and San Diego will choose to possess here. Ball headed back, and Nascimento back for Rodriguez, who was quick to grab it just under the bar. Good ball for Guevara. Iro holds it up. Nice job there. Sila on the far side. Juan gets a step over. Another block shot. This one to the near side. Reyes. Ball gets tipped. Reyes blocked there by Pereira. Nice job by Victor there.
Both teams really doing a fantastic job in getting in the shooting lanes, Paul. We've had a lot of block shots here early. That's very important here at CQ.
And San Diego's been willing to just kind of stand there in the lanes and just content to block shots. Blast taken away, it's loose, and still battled for, and finally the Blast come out with it. Pereiras shoots. That goes off of the seats, and it'll be a goalkeeper distribution above the goal there. It'll be a goalkeeper distribution for Pardo.
So, Paul, I mentioned earlier the first ever matchup between Baltimore and San Diego, November 12, 1982. That was a 5-4 victory for Baltimore in overtime at the old Baltimore Civic Center. So, again, over 44 years of history between these franchises.
Yeah, the old Civic Center changed names about 17 times after that. Thompson in, can't get around the double team. Good stand-up defense there from Callahan. And San Diego breaks out with it. 1:30 left here in the first quarter. We are still scoreless as it's been a defensive affair, and Boris Pardo has put on a show here in the first quarter. There's Childs now in the corner. Back for Ruggles. 1:10 to play. Pereira gets a step, shoots, that's blocked by Pereira. Or check that, that was Bond, took that shot. Ball ricochets off of Rodriguez. And rolls all the way down into the San Diego end. Pardo will scoop it up around the turn and distribute with under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Childs heads it forward. Glass can't get on it, and Ruggles just misses wide.
Ruggles unfortunate there. That was a great strike with his favored left foot just wide of the far post.
Gonzalez looking for somewhere to go. Great feedback for Cerda. Gets a step. Good recovery there by Williams. Gonzalez, quick turn. Saved by Rodriguez with 20 left. Launches one for Williams. Sockers get there first. Ball comes off the turn. 10 seconds left. Quick feed across for Reyes. Sela steps in. 6 seconds. Blast have some time if they hurry. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Omar launches. It's blocked by Childs. And that's the end of the first quarter. We are scoreless after one. It was a back and forth affair, but great action on both ends.
Not much for Julian Rodriguez to do, so to speak, but Boris Pardo has been huge for San Diego early as Blas had a few key looks at goal, and Boris came up big.
Back with second quarter action after the break.
Fidelity Building Services Group is a national technical services provider for commercial, industrial, and institutional facilities. Our team delivers proactive, world-class service and innovative building solutions, including HVAC services, design build, engineered retrofits, smart building controls, system integration, energy consulting, emergency power generation, and award-winning mission-critical services to our valued customers nationwide.
Merit Clubs is the place where you can find your people, your power, your center. The club where you find yourself. Merit Clubs, fitness that matters.
Playing the lottery responsibly means knowing if something is a fact or a myth. Things like playing the lottery is a good way to relieve stress. The fact is, you shouldn't play the lottery when you're stressed. Myths at mdlottery.com, and please play responsibly.
Welcome back to the CQ Arena. You see David Bascom with his team. Blast and Sockers are scoreless. Blast outshot San Diego 11-3 in that first quarter. The man was Boris Pardo on his game.
He was. He's made a couple fantastic saves for San Diego in that first quarter. And we've had a bit of a back and forth affair here, Paul. So Baltimore's played quite well, but San Diego has as well. They've really looked sharp here early.
Both teams with some chances in that first quarter. Both keepers played well. And there was also a couple of times where both teams just missed the target. It could have been a first goal of the game, but defensive struggle so far here, and we are scoreless headed to quarter number 2. We talked about it. 7 blocks for San Diego of those 11 shots for the Blast. Sockers have just packed it in and been willing to get into the shooting lanes, which is a pretty good strategy here in the smaller arena.
Yeah, you have to here at CQ. You need to help your keepers out, and San Diego, again, has done a really good job getting in their shooting lanes and blocking the shots.
Foul called here on Baltimore, so we'll get a set-piece opportunity for the Sockers just behind the corner kick area. Gonzalez will preside here. Charlie leads the Sockers in goals, and he's added 4 helpers this year as well. Leaves it for Pereira, that's blocked. Ball loose in the corner and driven out by the Blast. Run down by Ruggles on the far side. Here's Childs. Gonzalez off the shoulder of Guevara. A kick in for the Sockers on the near side, right in front of the Socker bench, and good ball to the corner, but goes by everyone off the boards and driven out to midfield. Cardenas. Guevara with the pressure into the hands of Rodriguez. The Blast get a turnover there. Diesel. Chavez to the middle. That's kicked away, but he doesn't give up on the play. Wins the ball back for the Blast. Silla. Oh, Pereira's just over the bar. Another near miss from the Blast, this time for Victor Pereira's. Blast steal, Chavez in. Pereira scores! Well, nothing Boris Pardo could do about that one. Victor Pereira's his first goal of the season for the Blast, gives the Blast the lead.
That's that relentless press from Baltimore here at home. Turnover by Omar Stila to Chavez, who picks up his head, and Victor Pereira's wide open in the box.
Great look by Chavez. Feed to Pereiras. Chavez, well, you talked about it, number 6 in the assist column for Chavez. Time to go 119. Cemento gets it up ahead for Mello. Here's Juan on the near side. Good ball far side, Nascimento. Nascimento again on the far side. Thompson plays it off the boards, but around Williams, and Child steals. Marco recovers and heads it back to Rodriguez.
Wonderful composure there by Nascimento. Just flicking that back to Rodriguez.
Williams far side. Nico turns the corner. Referee says play on. Ball driven in. Nico still has it. Now he goes down, and we'll play on here on that far side. Dangerous pass back, nearly stolen away by Pereira. Pacheco with some good work, but it's going to be 3 lines. And a yellow line restart for the Blast.
Welcome back to Baltimore, Jesus Pacheco.
Only arena in the league where that's a 3-line violation.
Paul, Baltimore this year on set pieces has been fantastic. Let's see if Bascom and the boys has anything new for us this week.
Well, Pereira tries to go to the corner, but that was easily sniffed out by San Diego. There's Thomas. Ruggles dekes out Guevara. Drew, though, now going to be forced to play it in the corner. Pardo sweeps it clear.
Look at that speed from Chavez.
Shot goal! What a play by Chavez, and what a finish to give the Blast a 2-0 lead.
The anticipation from Chavez here is just unbelievable. Reads the play so well, and then finishes near post on Boris Pardo.
And that's the thing about this arena. It's just it's so compact in the midfield. As a keeper, you just have to be focused 100% of the time, and it's just Chavez, I think, caught Boris Pardo by surprise there. Oh, good ball here, chance. 3-on-1 for the Blast. Back for Pereira, leaves it, and it's taken away by Bond. Blast step in on the counter. Pereira in the corner, sealed off by Espinoza. Good back heel. Omar now with some fancy footwork to slow things down for the Blast. Almost 3-0, Brad.
Yeah, San Diego needs to settle down a little bit. Got caught a couple times here early in the second.
I'll tell you the other thing that San Diego's doing well is they're very disciplined defensively with their spacing. And therefore, even if a guy gets beat, they're able to recover and another guy step in and make a play even though somebody got beat.
Yeah, they have some of the best defenders in the league with Cardenas, Serda, Drew Ruggles. Again, veterans of the game, very disciplined defenders.
All right, so the Blast will possess again. 4 minutes gone here in quarter number 2. Pass for Williams is stolen away by Pacheco. And flicked forward. Mello able to get back defensively. Mello returning to his midfield position after playing defense last time against Utica City. Ball comes free. Look who it is. Chavez again in. Chavez shoots. Oh, Pardo with another huge save.
Chavez again flashing that burst of speed. And Paul, if it wasn't for Pardo, Baltimore easily could be up 4-5.
I think he beat Willie B here on this one. He tried to chip it again, but Pardo came so far out, he was able to cut that angle down and make the play. And challenge flag on the field now as the Blast have 6 players on the field.
San Diego has thrown a challenge flag.
I mean, clearly the Blast were playing with 6. It wasn't even close.
Paul, anytime you have injuries and you have
San Diego is wanting a 2-minute penalty for too many men.
So there you go. The flag is for too many men. Why do they even have to look at this? There were 6 guys standing on the field when they blew the whistle.
There was. We could see it from our broadcast vantage point here, and that's, from my recollection, Paul, at least 3 times this season Baltimore now has been caught with too many men on the field, so they need to clean up the line changes.
I mean, there you see. I mean, it's clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, if
this should not be a long
If you're Phil
review.
Salvaggio, I'm thinking, why do I have to throw a challenge flag there?
It's a great point. That's a great point, Paul.
After review, we have a 2-minute penalty for too many men to Baltimore. San Diego gets a 2-minute power play and retains their challenge.
Now, they won the challenge, so they get their challenge back. But to your point, Paul, he shouldn't have needed to challenge that. That is the responsibility of the third referee in the box to be keeping an eye on that.
All right, so San Diego goes on the power play, 25% on the season. Blast kill it off at 73%. And it's really discouraging, too, with Blast on a restart corner kick with too many men on the field.
Yeah, there's no excuse for that ever, but especially on a restart where you should know who's coming in for that special teams play on the restart.
All right, so Guevara will serve the penalty. San Diego now looking to get back into this one. It's Gonzalez, Childs, Ruggles, Oliveira, and Pereira in the middle.
Very, very impressive power play here for San Diego. All 5 of their big guns on the floor.
You think? Here's Oliveira near side. Ruggles up top. Oh, looked like Oliveira had an angle. He gets the return pass. Ruggles up top now. Shot, save. Mello will clear.
What a great save by Rodriguez. He was screened in front by Childs, who purposely did that. He saw that at the last minute. Fantastic save.
Almost a hockey situation there where Childs was trying to screen the keeper. And it almost worked, but Rodriguez was right there to make the play. 50 seconds left on the power play. Good feed inside. That ball knocked away off the boards. Cleared by Nascimento. 40 seconds left. Ruggles gives it away. Now Childs just mishits it high into the air. Pereira on it. Juan trying to rag some time. Back for Thompson. 25 left on the power play. Thompson far side. Drags it forward. Thompson down the wing. Patrick splits 2 defenders in. Mello shoots. It's just wide. Oh, Jonathan Mello just missed with the left foot. A golden opportunity. Short-handed there for the Blast.
Patrick Thompson, unbelievable down the far boards. Spins away from the boards, and a beautiful ball off to Mello, just couldn't finish.
Pereira in front. Rodriguez right there to scoop it up.
Really good penalty kill by Baltimore.
Thomas to the far side. To the midfield. Omar. Back for Thomas. Now Victor Pereira's. Good ball. Guevara touches. Back heel. Pereira scores! Victor Pereira puts it home! And the Blast lead it 3-0. Sometimes you just want to be lucky. That back heel just laid there in the box. And Pereira said, thank you very much. Pereira's from Guevara.
Ball played down in the slot to Jairo. A little back heel, didn't quite work out, but laid it off to Victor, who was in the right place, and composed finish into the far post.
Here you see it from the back angle. Blast lead at 3-0, 7:42 left in the half. Back with more on MASL TV.
In the second quarter, officials timeouts. Last goal scored by number 7, Victor Pereira, on assisted. Second goal of the evening, 9.5 goals.
Fidelity Building Services Group is a national technical services provider for commercial, industrial, and institutional facilities. Our team delivers proactive, world-class service and innovative building solutions, including HVAC services, design-build, engineered retrofits, smart building controls, system integration, energy consulting, emergency power generation, and award-winning mission-critical services to our valued customers nationwide.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
Don't forget about MASL Monday, every Monday night on MASL TV. And on CBS Sports Galazzo Network, Alex Bastavansky and Phil Lamanco joined each week by special guests from across the league. And they'll recap and talk about the league's hot topics, who's ball in front. I think they might have a few words to talk about with this game. What do you think, Brad?
Yes, look, Baltimore is just, they've come out on fire this beginning of the second quarter, so really good job, a little bit of some adjustments, and some really good finishing.
I think the Blast really have done a good job of just playing with a lot of energy and really just not giving up on balls and just playing through every play. And they've cashed in a couple times off of that. Williams now. Pereira far side, Thomas. Pereira to the corner, here's Williams. Nico didn't play the first few games this year, but he's been a bright spot for the Blast, one of the other young players for Baltimore.
He's really brought some energy this season, had a fantastic game New Year's Eve for his first game of the season. Utica got a couple goals, got a goal in the following game against Utica. So Coach Bascom really giving him a shot here with some injuries, and Nico's been playing really, really good soccer.
Going to go for Nascimento stolen away. Now Chavez on the far side. Alejandro has been big in this first half for the Blast. Victor Pereira with his first 2 goals of the season for Baltimore. And Alejandro with the heat check hits the left foot up into the concourse.
Just a bit outside.
I agree, Brad. If it wasn't for Boris Pardo, it could be 6 or 7-0 right now.
It really could be. He's been Bar Sporto-like, right? That's why he's one of the greatest ever in indoor soccer history. He's showing it here tonight for San Diego.
Childs plays it through, but through everyone to Rodriguez. Julian with a quick distribution. Chavez runs it down in the corner. Gets away from Oliveira and plays it back for Diesel. Mello comes near side. Thompson, and Mello gets fouled away from the ball. They definitely call this foul. And one of those situations, Brad, I'm a proponent of anytime you push a player after he passes the ball, automatic foul.
Yep, I would agree.
Here's Pereira now, turns the corner on Reyes, got held, complains to the referee, but plays on. And now a foul's called. It'll be a set piece opportunity for San Diego. As frustrating as you can get, you cannot stop playing.
No. That's exactly what happened there. Juan thought he was fouled in the offensive end, turns around, now you give up a set piece in your defensive end.
Three-man wall, blocked by Thomas. Pereira now with some space. Back for Guevara, he leaves it, and this ball gets deflected up to the glass and into the hands of Pardo. Good cutback. Cardenas on the far side. Runs away from the double team. Ruggles. Near side, Cardenas. Marked by Guevara. Some rare possession time here for San Diego here in this first half.
This is what San Diego needed, again, just to settle down a little bit, get some possession, kind of take the sails out of Baltimore a little bit. But Baltimore creates the turnover, but Baltimore gives it right back.
Give it right back. A little back heel by Ruggles, but Rodriguez prevented that from going 5-hole. Pereira steps through. Good pressure here by San Diego, but they find Pereiras and they break out. Sila. Shot. Oh, it deflected off Pacheco. Hits the bar, and it'll be a kick in for the Blast. Ooh.
Omar was looking for a goal the whole way once he retrieved the ball. And, again, San Diego has done a really good job getting in that shooting lane. And Pacheco with the big block.
Nice run by Chavez, but couldn't quite get to it. Now Mello. Now Julian with some space. Ball eludes Espinoza. Good ball up the turn. And Sockers still trying to get out. Gonzalez plays it back and blasts back off. 3:20 left in the half. Pacheco with a quick turn. Good ball. Pereira tries to sweep it to the corner. Cut off by Diesel. You almost feel like Diesel was brought in just to play Pereira this game. Thompson with the block. And that'll be a 3-line violation. So we'll get a yellow line restart for the Sockers with 3:07 left.
So again, San Diego will bring in their set piece specialists here with Pereira, Childs, Charlie Gonzalez, Ruggles, and Leo.
And Ruggles drives this into the upper deck. If you're the Blast, you just have to avoid those situations tonight, right?
You do. Some keys for Baltimore. You want to stay out of the box because San Diego's power play is relentless, and they have fantastic guys on that. And the other thing is giving up needless set pieces in your defensive end.
All right, distribution for Rodriguez. He puts it on the floor for Victor. Pereiras tries to play it around the turn, but it goes off the glass and into the crowd. So we'll get kick in for San Diego. It's a treat this year. Over the last 11 years, the Sockers are 2-1 here in Baltimore. Then we get a treat this year. The San Diego's come to Baltimore twice. We get to see them tonight. And in 2 weeks, they come back for another match here in Baltimore.
They do. When the league put out the schedule, these were definitely two you would circle on your calendar. San Diego does not make it out to Baltimore very often, and they're one of the few teams that currently have a above 500 record here at CQ, because Baltimore, it really is a fortress for them, as you know, they were 11-1 last season and is really, really tough to play at home.
And this is a start to a brutal road trip for the Sockers. I mean, it is just unreal, and it ends up here in Baltimore on the 24th. They leave here tonight. They get on a bus to Utica and play Utica tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, San Diego's January schedule is absolutely brutal. Away from home, very tough. And on top of that, again, they've been dealing with a ton of injuries. So we'll see how Phil Salvaggio deals with player personnel.
Sockers score, and they're on the board. Nice job as Pereira kept it alive, played it off the boards, and Reyes puts it home to get the Sockers on the board.
Good job by the Sockers to keep the ball in their offensive third. Well, take another look at this, Paul. This might have been an own goal. This might have been an own goal. I think that's Chavez that hits that in.
Chavez did hit that into the... All right, so Pereira's going to get credit for that. Or he should get credit for that anyway. 13:02, time of the goal. Steal by the Blast. Guevara shoots. Pardo the save. Pereira runs on, but it deflects off the boards. Oh, good outlet pass. Here's Pacheco now. Quick double team by the Blast. Foul called on Baltimore. Free kick for San Diego with $1:32 left.
That just might be what San Diego needed, Paul, just to get going a little bit.
Pereira, save, Pardo. Thomas runs on. That one goes just wide. Guevara steals. Mello leaves it. Thomas, save, Pardo. What a read by Boris. And a foul called on the Blast.
This display by Boris Pardo today, Paul, and we're not even at halftime yet, has been spectacular.
Good defense by Sela. Thompson gets the give and go. Now the Blast have some space. Patrick. It's run off by Bond. Blast take it right back. All right, under a minute to play here in the half. Blast possess. There's Thompson on the far side.
Blast should settle here, possess, maybe look for the last shot of the half.
Oh, good feed inside Thompson. Another save by Pardo, point blank. Thompson turns, it's deflected. Or not deflected, it went off of the foot of Thompson. It'll be a goalkeeper distribution with 35 seconds left. There's Reyes on the far side. Sockers looking to find something here. Last seconds of the half. Ruggles plays it ahead. Chips to the box. Oh, it's another own goal. The Blast have scored all 5 here, but 2 for San Diego. And with 11 seconds left in the half, it's 3-2.
The times you don't want to give up goals in a game, Paul, it's the last minute of quarters and halves, and these 2 goals here are really unfortunate for Baltimore, and San Diego is right back in the game.
Give the goal to Reyes. 1 second, and that'll do it. So, after 1 half of play, Blast lead at 3-2. Now, at the end of the half, Pereira was took some contact from San Diego, and Juan is still down on the ground. So, head athletic trainer Heather Colbus is out. She is tending to Juan Pereira right now. Juan is up, but he is struggling right now. He's on his feet. Let's take a look and see what happened. Oh, yeah, he got stepped in. He tried to step in on Oliveira and just knocked legs with Leo. And that is going to hurt every time. All right. Timeout here in Baltimore, halftime. Blast lead at 3-2.
I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is. Even when the darkness shines, I'm not gonna lose this fight. I just wanna be victorious. Fire in the flames, it's glorious. Even when the darkness calls, I'm not gonna lose it all. I just wanna be victorious. Us, victorious.
Fidelity Building Services Group is a national technical services provider for commercial, industrial, and institutional facilities. Our team delivers proactive, world-class service and innovative building solutions, including HVAC services, design build, engineered retrofits, smart building controls, system integration, energy consulting, emergency power generation, and award-winning mission-critical services to our valued customers nationwide.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
This is TU, where big college promises turn into life-changing action. Opportunity here isn't pie-in-the-sky thinking. It's out there in the world doing. Potential isn't in the future. It's now, in every line of code, in every creative spark. And discovery isn't starting from scratch. It's digging in to your existing momentum. Join a community of doers and grab life by the stripes at Towson University.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
Shoot! He scores!
How goes it, folks? This is MASL at 5, back for another week. Hope everyone is doing great. Things are heating up across the league. There are some big matchups happening this weekend. I've only got 5 minutes to fill you in, so let's get to it.
Mello with the ball. Over to Pereira. Looks to Mello. Oh, Baltimore's caught here. Baltimore's caught here. Penal. Goal. Unbelievable. Baltimore caught.
Unbelievable, all right. January 4th, Baltimore had the ball in the Utica box with a 1-goal lead, 25 seconds left but they gave up that tying goal in the dying moments. And then in overtime, Wanalava completes the comeback with the winner just 20 seconds in. Rough collapse by Baltimore and an epic comeback win for UCFC. Casey and St. Louis are sick of each other. The good news is this was the 6th time they faced each other all season. It'll be the last for now. St. Louis tied it up with 37 seconds left, and then in the shootouts, this went down.
Chance to win it for one touch. Shoots, and St. Louis wins it on a shootout.
So the Ambush take the last 2 matchups against the Comets for the regular season. No more games between these clubs unless they meet in the playoffs. Tacoma and San Diego in the second of 2 encounters last week. Keep your eye on Jamel Cox right here. He misses the easy pass out front to Tyler John. He can't believe it. So angry with himself, but seconds later, he makes amends. Easy tap in. That proved to be the game winner in a fiery contest. No love lost between the Sockers and the Stars, that's for sure. Lots of pushing and shoving in this game. 5-4 Tacoma, the final. The day before, San Diego faced Empire at home. The Strikers with just 1 win on the season so far, and that was in their opening game. Their woes continued. San Diego takes it 4-3, dropping the Strikers to 1-5 on the campaign. And congratulations to legendary Sockers goalkeeper Boris Pardo. Now, this is not exactly the most complex save right here, but hey, Boris has made enough incredible stops over his time. This save, though, is number 2,000 in his career, an incredible milestone for an all-time MASL great. Couple of big matchups this weekend involving the Sockers as they travel east. First against Baltimore. This will be a dandy to see how the 2 superpowers stack up. 6 p.m. Eastern, the kickoff. And then the next day, they'll be on the blue turf in Utica. The Blues have already taken down Baltimore and Milwaukee this season. That is a 3 p.m. Eastern time kickoff. Your scoring leader, Zach Reggett, continuing to lead the way with 20 points, followed by teammates Rian Marquez and Dom Francis, who's got 14 points. He is tied with Mello from Baltimore and Junior Pinal in the top 5 now, 14 points as well. Your players of the week, here they are. In goal, Paulo Nascimento from St. Louis, Charlie Gonzalez offensively, and defensively, Nascimento's teammate, Robert Williamson. Let's start off with Charlie. Fantastic game for him on December 30th against the Tacoma Stars in a big win. 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points for Mr. Gonzalez. Defensively, Robert Williamson getting it done on both ends of the floor. 1 goal right there against the Comets on Sunday, and also 4 big blocks in the contest. And in goal, the Brazilian Rob Lowe. Paulo Nascimento, 22 saves, giving up 6 goals against Casey. Huge between the posts for that win. Time now for your plays of the week.
Kazim, SK to Almeida, Cristo!
Physicality. All the way back, a rifled shot in. What a save by Rodriguez. Rebound for Shalier. Second chance, still loose, across, and saved off the line.
Francis is open on the left corner. Garza's there, he can't see him. He shoots though, and buries it. Jacob Garza.
Somo activated to Alami. Off the wall to Fabian. He scores.
And here's another. Nico Williams. Look at this. Yeah! All right. What a great goal that was.
Chikunte, Ejimadu got a piece and it's bicycled out right by the post by Vandergriff and Ejimadu.
Wash alive. Now the throw out by Pardo. He's got Charlie for the hat trick. He scores.
Maldini turns it over. Very bad turnover. And a goal. 20 seconds into overtime.
Chance to win it for one touch. Shoots, and St. Louis wins it on a shootout.
And that's going to wrap up this week's show, but just a reminder, of course, to stay up to date on everything that's going on in the MASL all throughout the season. Be sure to check out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
you are looking for the best indoor soccer experience, it doesn't get better than the Baltimore Blast. Right here in Towson Arena. Grab your tickets today on Ticketmaster.
Fidelity Building Services Group is a national technical services provider for commercial, industrial, and institutional facilities. Our team delivers proactive, world-class service and innovative building solutions, including HVAC services, design build, engineered retrofits, smart building controls, system integration, energy consulting, emergency power generation, and award-winning mission-critical services to our valued customers nationwide.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, to reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is. Even when the darkness shines, I'm not gonna lose this fight. I just wanna be victorious. Fire in the flames, it's glorious. Even when the darkness calls, I'm not gonna lose it all. I just wanna be victorious. Us, victorious.
This is TU, where big college promises turn into life-changing action. Opportunity here isn't pie-in-the-sky thinking. It's out there in the world doing. Potential isn't in the future. It's now, in every line of code, in every creative spark. And discovery isn't starting from scratch. It's digging in to your existing momentum. Join a community of doers and grab life by the stripes at Towson University.
Welcome back to Baltimore. Just about ready for third quarter action. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter as well. Well, all the goals in this one scored in the second quarter of play. All the goals scored by Baltimore. It's not 5-0. It's 3-2, Brad, as the Blast got on the board early.
Yeah, had a great start to the second quarter. Some really nice play. Victor Pereira getting his first couple goals of the season. Great speed here by Chavez and finishing past Pardo, who had an unbelievable first half for San Diego. Really keeping them in the game.
This great finish here by Pereira. Blast were in control, but San Diego some advantageous bounces at the end of that second quarter.
Yeah, Baltimore a bit unlucky. Both goals here, as you see there, off the boards, and Chavez retreating back defensively. Unfortunately, goes off him and in the net. And then here, again, off the boards and hits Juan Pereira for the second own goal. And that was right before the half, Paul. Can give San Diego a bit of a jump here as we start the third quarter.
See the numbers in that first half? And Blast out shooting San Diego 20-11. San Diego with some blocks, though. San Diego almost has as many blocks as they do shots on goal. They have 9 blocks in the game. And Boris Pardo, you talked about his performance. 8 first half saves for the San Diego Sockers. Don't forget to subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more. Again, that's MASL TV on YouTube. Good crowd here tonight in Baltimore to see this rivalry. San Diego holds the edge overall, all-time 31-25, and have won 2 of the 3 here in Baltimore over the last 11 years. See if the Blast can hold on to this lead. You know, the Blast, as frustrating as it is for them, have to remember they're winning. You know, you just have to calm down, reset, and play your game here in the second half.
If I'm Coach David Bascom, I'm actually pleased, for the most part, with how his guys played. Baltimore played really well in that half. Really created a lot of scoring opportunities. And again, if it wasn't for Boris Pardo, really playing well. But again, unfortunately, indoor soccer bounces here and there, and as well as the Blast have played, we're at a 1-goal deficit for San Diego.
I love watching Boris Pardo play. I mean, you can see it. He's so cerebral about things. He understands the game, and just outstanding. That's why that's probably a good part of why your all-time career goals against average is 4.66. All right, back on the field here for third quarter action.
And that's a great point, Paul. You need a goalkeeper, especially here in Baltimore, who can really not only absorb the pressure, right, settle your team down a little bit, and he's done that for San Diego.
All right, Blast start with it here in quarter number 3. Cemento plays it back. San Diego starts in man-to-man, so Rodriguez comes up, plays it. It goes by everybody, though, through the box, and now the counterattack for the Sockers. Cross-field pass, left behind, and now Oliveira handles it. Gonzalez, Pereira now near side. Nice takeaway by Nascimento. Pereira pressures him to the corner. Blast come out with it. Guevara gets tackled. It's a foul on Callahan, and there'll be a free kick for the Blast.
Paul, I think you would take, if you're a Blast fan, first half, no points for Pereira, no points for Childs, no points for Charlie Gonzalez. You would think you'd be in a good spot, and yet, again, only up 1 goal.
Well, Wellington Bermuse on the field for the first time for the Blast. Another one of their young breakout players. Here's Espinosa far side. Got held up by Oliveira and taken down, and this is going to be a 3-line violation. Nope, 3-line violation, obviously. So it's going to be a yellow line restart for the Blast. He was not past the yellow line. The official immediately held up his hand, and ball went well into the corner. All right, Blast restarted. Pereira's, that's blocked. And this will go into the crowd. We're going to kick in for the Blast.
Another great block by a San Diego defender.
Good ball for Mello. Turns in front. Espinosa just couldn't quite get there for the Blast.
Wonderful vision and pass by Mello off the boards. And Espinosa just couldn't get on the end of it.
Deflection goes right into the hands of Rodriguez. Julian takes a look. Dangerous pass. Silla goes down. He got hit in the face. The referee finally stops play. Omar still down. And he's finally up. It looks like he's going to be okay. Let's take a look.
Looks like he just got maybe a hand or a fist to the eye there. Rodriguez put Omar in a tough spot there, giving him that ball out wide.
Now they'll make Omar come off the floor. I don't think he's going to have to wait 2 minutes because the trainer didn't come out, but he's going to have to come off the floor. So Nascimento steps on for the Blast. We'll get the Kick in for San Diego in midfield. Pacheco on the far side. Cut off by Pereiras. Now Ruggles plays it to the far side. Cardenas plays it in. Pereira. Off the boards in front. Pacheco with a nice play. Couldn't quite pull the trigger though, and Ruggles initiates it back in for San Diego. Pressure by Chavez. Pereira's free. Shoots. That's blocked by Nascimento. Pacheco runs on. Ball comes free. Cardenas. That's headed away by Thompson. And let's see. It's going to be kick in for San Diego, not a top of the arc restart.
Yeah, San Diego was looking for a top of the box restart there, but that was just a deflection from Patrick Thompson, and a regular restart was issued.
Gonzalez chips far side. Comes high off the boards. Chavez runs it down there. Chavez goes around one defender. 2-on-1 for the blast. Chavez in. Crosses, and that's kicked away by Ruggles. Drew read that play right away and made a nice play defensively. Foul called here on Nascimento as Bond goes down. Blast quickly gets some changes on the floor. Bond's up.
Bond back in the lineup after missing quite a few games with an injury, and now he looks like he's none the worse for wear with an eye injury.
I was going to say, it took a while for Taylor to get off the field. And now we're good. 5 aside. Childs kicks it near side. Gonzalez turns. That's cleared. Pereira heads it back for Pardo. Morris lofts it down. Good settle, but Pereiras takes it away. Pereiras feeds it inside. Williams, but again, Pardo well up to the top of the box to make that play.
Obviously, Pardo's made some great saves tonight. One thing I've really noticed, he's done an amazing job with his angles, right, Paul? He's really come out and cut down the angles for the blast shooters, and that was another example of it there.
Good leave. Quick chip to this near side, and Pereiras clears that away. Sockers keep it alive. Here's Guevara now. Guevara 3-on-2 if they hurry. Bermuse, quick turn, that's blocked. Guevara steps in. Wellington save. Pardo, he's right there ready to make that play. Mello steps in. Bermuse with the steal. Thompson. Now Rodriguez. Mello. Espinoza. Quick turn. Blocked. Cemento there for the follow-up, and the blast will reset. Jamie Thomas now on the near side. Mello for Chavez. Alejandro with some space. Alejandro flips it through. Mello with a shot that goes wide. Mello puts his hands on his head. Blast recycle now, and now Chavez on the far side. Looks on Olivero, but he puts that into the crowd. The goalkeeper distribution for Boris Pardo and the Sockers.
Chavez just a bit too impatient there, Paul. Baltimore had a good stint of possession there. I would like to send that work around a little more and not that shot from outside the yellow line.
Serta with a nice move. Pereira couldn't quite get there on the distribution. Pereira holds turn, shoots, and scores. Nick Pereira to the corner, and we're tied at 3.
Paul, if you looked up Nick Pereira in the dictionary, that's what you'd see right there. Fantastic hold-up play, back to the goal, and turns on defenders like nobody else in this league and slots at far post.
I mean, how did he even see that? Diesel's got good position here, but he just gets a little bit of a step and finds that far side. Great finish by Pereira.
Scored by number 77, Nick Pereira. His second goal, baby. Assist to number 29, Cesar Serra.
Serra gets the assist, his second assist of the season. Blast with that 3-0 lead, but we're all even now here in the third. All right, Soccer's now back on it again. Gonzalez plays it far side. Pacheco turns. Pereira runs him off, but the Sockers keep it alive. Blast, chip it away. Now Bramus on the near side. Sela on the far side. Quick shot. Pardo punches that away. Omar races back for it, heads it back to his keeper. Good work on both ends there by Omar. Thomas now. Dangerous pass. Gonzalez gets it somehow through. Sela with the block. Foul called on the Blast. Free kick here for the Sockers. We'll take it from the midfield, and wouldn't surprise me if they just unload here. They play it far side for Childs, but that's kicked away by Mello. The pass for Olivero. Now the referee blows the whistle, and San Diego will back it back and take the free kick. Can we go here? Taylor Walter Bond gets blocked. Gets it back. Plays the boards, but Mello clears. Olivero now.
Soccer's doing a really good job in possession here, keeping Baltimore off the ball.
Thomas clears, but only to the midfield. And it seems like the momentum now has swung back towards San Diego here. Childs in front, Thompson clears. Good work by Oliveira on that far side to win the ball. Thomas gets it over the top for Bramus. Bramus, good job to get it back for Thompson. Finds Nascimento now. Espinosa battles. Thompson with a good follow. It's loose around the turn. Pardo comes out. Thompson loses it. Ball comes free to the middle. It pinballs around. Nascimento there. Oh, good turn by Marco on the far side. Marco in. Ball flicked away. Chavez was right there, but he couldn't get it. Good defense by San Diego.
Oh, you can see the comfort level now for San Diego is really settled into the game nicely. Baltimore really wants to get this next goal here to stop the bleeding here in the third quarter.
Now, San Diego has really kind of shifted things, and they've pressed a little bit and gotten some turnovers, and they've had the majority of the possession here in the third. Pacheco passes it off for Ruggles. Good ball to the corner. Pereira again. This time he leans on Thompson. Now they double, and Thompson takes it away. Comes loose. Middle shot. Save. Maybe the best one for Rodriguez this game, and now some pushing and shoving. Now the Sockers just put it in play, and the referee doesn't really say anything about it, and turns into a goalkeeper distribution for the Blast. So things settle down here. It'll be Blast goalkeeper distribution when we come back from the break. 6:55 left here in the third. We're tied at 3 here in Baltimore.
Playing the lottery responsibly means knowing if something is a fact or a myth. Things like playing the lottery is a good way to relieve stress. The fact is, you shouldn't play the lottery when you're stressed in any way. Learn more facts and myths at mdlottery.com, and please play responsibly.
If you are looking for the best indoor soccer experience, it doesn't get better than the Baltimore Blast. Right here in Towson Arena. Grab your tickets today on Ticketmaster.
Merit Clubs is the place where you can find your people, your power, your center. The club where you find yourself. Merit Clubs, fitness that matters.
Tied to 3 here in the third in Baltimore. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. And Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com to shop the all-new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and the latest team gear. Giveaway by the Blast, and Bond puts it up into the mesh for another goalkeeper distribution.
Baltimore very fortunate on the distribution. Poor turnover by Omar Sila, and Taylor Walter Bond on the doorstep, but just could not finish, and the score remains tied at 3.
The Rodriguez save. Blast a little bit on their heels right now, and they give it away again. Soccer's in the corner. Williams steals. Williams keeps it alive, keeps going, and finally stood up by Ruggles. Bond now on the far side. This third quarter has been all San Diego. We've got the equalizer, and they are knocking on the door with the possession. Ruggles with the drive. Williams kicks that back, and clear. Cardenas back. Pardo now. Diesel pushes off Childs. Reyes, though, has it. It gets floated to the middle, and Pereira heads it right back to his keeper. Mello steps on, and Julian distributes to the corner. Mello wins the battle. Tries to play it forward for Pereira, but that's stolen away. Ball deflected. Rodriguez right there. Sockers make a change. Blast moving up through the midfield. Brad, the other thing too, Blast just have been out of sync offensively here in the third.
They really have been, and a lot of that's due to San Diego playing really well in the third, really dictating the pace of play, not letting Baltimore get on the ball. I'd like to see Baltimore really pick the pace up a bit here in the tempo to kind of gain some momentum back.
And Rodriguez puts it into the Arsenal sign, so another goalkeeper distribution for San Diego. That's kind of a indicator right there of the Blast frustration. You don't see Rodriguez do that too many times. Blast breakout. Guevara far side. Pereira was ahead of the field, and now he'll run it down in the far corner. Plays it off the boards, but it's deflected, and San Diego tries to dig their way out of the corner. And they chip it out to the near side. Bramus will be first on the scene here. Pushed back, makes the turn, loses his footing, and
a little too much from Welly here. I'd like to see him get rid of the ball.
He chips it off the arm. Shot to go. They have to throw the challenge flag here. That was off the arm of Pereira, and it's a goal for San Diego, but challenge flag's already out. Pereira got a goal taken away in San Diego on a handball. I mean, this was pretty obvious.
I would think so as well, Paul. I'm not sure what the angle was of the official. From our vantage point, it looked like a handball, but we're going to take a look at it here as Coach Bascombe throws the challenge flag.
All right, we're getting word that it was not a handball.
Baltimore's challenge, a foul before the goal for San Diego.
Possibly. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see the replay here. In real time, it certainly looked like it, didn't it?
Yeah, and again, that all comes down to, our angles here in the box. And that's a close one.
Well, it is really close.
That's a pretty good angle there, Paul. It looks like it hits his arm. I don't know how they're going to...
It's a quick replay. We'll get the official call from downstairs.
After a review, the call on the field stands. We have a goal for San Diego.
It is called a goal. So no handball, and San Diego takes the lead. And actually, it's scored by Pereira.
Leading up to that goal there, Paul, Welly Bermoose stuck in the corner, and you heard me say it, he's doing a little too much with the ball, needed to get rid of it, and San Diego turned him over and scores.
Ball in front, that's knocked away. Blast trail now for the first time in this one, 4-3. Quick toe poke by Sila right on Boris Pardo. Oh, San Diego in control now, up by a goal. Pereira picks up his second goal of the game. So Pereira got the goal waved off in San Diego. Gets credit for the goal here in Baltimore on two close handballs.
We'll see what Baltimore is made of here mentally, Paul, as they need to settle down, stay composed.
Frater, because near side Chavez. Yeah, you just got to keep playing. I mean,
yeah.
Can't worry about what happened in the past. You just got to fight through it. Diesel now back for Pereira, or for Mello. Now Bermoose with some space. 2:50 left in the third. Blast haven't scored since midway through the second quarter. Good ball here over the foot of Williams. They can't control it. Goes right back though. Williams shot. Pardo the save. He stuck his foot out there. Mello shot blocked. Bermoose. Thompson. Bermoose can't get to the back post.
Really nice look there from Patrick Thompson, far post.
Ruggles breaks out. I'm going to tell you something else, too. If Bermoose scores there, Salvaggio is going to throw the challenge flag because that was definitely a handball on Welly along the boards there. Pereira can't pull the trigger, drops it back for Ruggles. Cerda gets the return. Rodriguez, goal. Andrew Estrella on the goal line, kicks it in. He knocked it out first, and then he kicked it in. All San Diego right now, 5-3.
So San Diego had the matchup they wanted between Nick Pereira and Jamie Thomas, and they get the goal off it now.
San Diego Ruggles, 5 minutes for dissent.
So Drew Ruggles' dissent on the officials, and he'll be in the box for 5 minutes.
Here's the replay. Great feed, and then ball's loose. They're going to give it to Serda. I didn't think it went in at first off of Estrella, but they say it does. 13:15 the time of the goal. And now Drew Ruggles sits in the box for 5 minutes.
The Sockers have completely taken over the game, and Baltimore really struggling now, just trying to do too much, not working the ball around like they were in that first half.
You can kind of see it. It's like every guy's just trying to do just a little bit too much. And instead of using their teammates and actually trying to create some chances. Chavez far side. Guevara. Under a minute now. Sila. Diesel. Guevara for Mello. Mello. Diesel. Inside Mello. Turn, shot, goal! What a feed by Diesel. Mello puts it home, and it's 5-4.
Paul, where do you turn to when you need a spark if you're the Baltimore Blast? None other than Captain Mello. And it's a great indoor feed here from Mike Diesel as we take a look at the replay. Nice ball off the boards, and Mello, well done, left-footed, slots it past Pardo.
Well, the ball, when it hit the boards, it hit the ground and like backspin back towards Mello, and it was a nice adjustment by Jonathan to just get a left foot on it and score. I definitely think the Blast needed that one. Oh, here's Childs now in front. Thompson clears. Rivero tries to turn the corner, but Pereira blocks that. It'll be a kick-in for San Diego with 18.8 left. Childs inside, couldn't quite get a foot on it or get it towards target like he wanted to.
You don't see Craig Childs do that much, as his first touch is usually spot on.
5-second call on the Blast. So they called it on Julian for holding the ball too long. It was a quick call. Now Childs with this chance here at the end of the quarter. Oh, Rodriguez, nice job. Lofts it over the top, 4 seconds. 2 seconds. Chest it down, that'll do it. Soccer scored twice. Scored 3 times in that quarter. Blast answer with one late from Mello. Mello picks up his 8th goal of the season, and we head to the fourth quarter, 5-4 Sockers. Back with fourth quarter action here on MASL TV.
Give it up for your Blast cheerleaders.
thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
What?
Win. Win.
What are we waiting for?
No one comes into our house and pushes us around.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Campbell.
Uh-huh.
What kind of power you got?
Oh, man, you know I got some soul power.
This could be the greatest night of our lives.
We shut them down because we can.
They don't know your heart.
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Let's go! Let's go!
Let's get ready to rumble!
Fourth quarter action here in Baltimore. Sockers will start with it, holding a 1-goal lead over Baltimore here in the fourth. Blast run it down in the corner. Blast out shooting San Diego as that one just misses off the crossbar on that far side. Blast out shooting San Diego 30-20 to start things here in the fourth. But doesn't matter, the all-important number on the board, it's 5-4 San Diego. Blast give it away again. Inside, Childs, that's blocked. Childs again, that's blocked. And they chest it back for Rodriguez. Quickly up ahead, Frater runs it down in the corner. Kavan gets called for the foul as he got his hand up on the defender there.
We're going to be in for a treat this last quarter. Fast and furious here in the last 15 minutes as both teams out firing already 30 seconds into the fourth quarter.
San Diego's come out and just peppered the Blast goal here in the first few seconds. Frater now. Kicked away. Silla from the yellow. Drive, that's blocked. Good block in front there by the Sockers as they had all 5 guys in the shooting lanes.
Corner kick Blast. This last corner kick is brought to you by the Arsenal Sports Brand.
All right, here we go, corner for the Blast. Pereira drives it up into the mesh. Goalkeeper distribution for Pardo.
Blast not on the same page there on the restart. A few players in the wrong positions to where Mello wanted them, and ball out to Pereira. We hit it high.
I think they got there in time. And they were confused at first, but Guevara got there, and then Juan just hit it up into the mesh. That's all. Reyes loses the handle, and it goes out. Kick in Blast. Thomas. Williams. Patrick Thompson on the floor. Plays the far side, Jamie Thomas. Here's Mello now. Williams. Mello. Thompson goes around Reyes. Williams keeps it alive in the corner. Quick turn down the boards. Still has it. Good job against the double team. Goes down. Gets back up again. It's still loose. He still battles, and finally Pacheco wins it. But Thomas takes it away. Off the referee, and Reyes breaks out. Here comes Pacheco now. Pacheco in shot. That's why Thomas chests it down for Rodriguez. Chavez breaks out. Chavez speed. Chavez down the wing. He scores! Chavez, what a run to tie the game at 5!
Hello on Alejandro Chavez. He's had quite a game tonight.
Time of the goal, 2:07. Chavez from Rodriguez.
Nice distribution from Julian. Chavez, top shelf over Pardo. Again, Chavez showing the speed and the quickness.
Wow. Frater's down on the field off the restart. So Chavez's first touch, how good was that distribution? Chavez's first touch was the shot on goal.
That was just fantastic from back to front. That's what you want to see in your goalkeeper. A nice quick distribution in stride to Chavez and a great finish.
The Frater comes off. Let's take a look at this restart. No, Frater got elbowed in the face, or actually got like shouldered in the face. So the Blast will restart this. Nascimento played it all the way through.
Wonderful turn by Taylor Bond.
Only to the yellow, though. Bond is flying around out there. Good ball, far side, Guevara. Mello now, as Omar's going to recycle. He made a run. Pereira gets the return pass. Nascimento lost the handle, and it rolls right to Pardo. Soccer's back on the attack. Rotated far side. Good turn, shot, goal. What a shot by Reyes as he puts it home, and the Sockers are back on top.
What a goal by Reyes. This is just textbook hold-up play.
So a minute, not even a minute, 59 seconds after the Blast goal.
Give Seal a little shimmy shake there, and a really good finish near post. Well done.
Now Silla got caught up. He tried to step in and block the ball from getting to Chavez or to Reyes. And Reyes took advantage of that little misstep, got a little bit of room and put it home. So back and forth we go. So San Diego regains the 1-goal lead. Pereira far side on Thomas. Bermúdez gets a foot in there. Pereira turns on Thomas. He blocks it into the corner. Now this will be a good time, Brad, to talk about Mateus Silva, who, tough news for the Blast, a much more serious knee injury than they thought. He's out for tonight, and not sure how long they'll be missing Silva, but he would be a pretty good matchup defensively for this San Diego team tonight.
Absolutely, Paul. You can see it. Silva would definitely be marked up against Nick Pereira.
Childs off the restart puts it home. Clinical for the Sockers, and it's 7-5.
That's Craig Childs doing what Craig Childs does off a restart. Clinical, like you said, Paul, with his finished far post.
So the biggest lead of the game for the Sockers, 7-5. Gonzalez gets the assist. The Sockers have some breathing room. Silla with the steal. Mello gets pushed off, but Nascimento right there in the midfield. Juan Pereira now plays it for Mello. Guevara gets pushed off, and finally they blow the whistle. Guevara with the foul.
Baltimore's going to have to start pressing a lot more in these last 10 minutes. Down 2 goals. Going to have to start taking a little more chances offensively.
Two-man wall for San Diego. Silla, Nascimento with a wide open net. Can't get his foot on it.
What a fantastic pass by Omar Silla. Had Nascimento wide open on the back post. He just couldn't. That first touch let him down a bit, couldn't finish.
Guevara, back heel for Pereira. He gets run off. Guevara gets called for the foul. There's Pereira now. Tries to go around Diesel, and they blow the whistle and call the foul on Diesel. So Ruggles will dribble this one in. And this one's going to be on Bond as he gets called for fouling Thompson. Diesel steps in. Thought you couldn't challenge a foul.
From what it's looking like, just from the gestures that Nick Pereira and Taylor Walter-Bond are making, is saying possible headbutt.
Well, San Diego's thrown the challenge flag.
San Diego is challenging for a direct red card.
Soccer's challenging for a direct red card. I'm guessing this is going to be on Diesel.
Yes, this was on Diesel, off, away from the ball. First, a little words with Nick Pereira, and then Taylor Walter-Bond stepped in, and they got into a bit. So we'll see what the call is here from the officiating crew. So some words there, and then Taylor Walter-Bond pushes him from behind. I don't see a headbutt there, to be honest.
All right. So the official continues to look at this. Give me a chance to tell you about the league social media. Get the latest news on the MASL, your favorite teams, by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. And you disagree with the call tonight? You might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review with Phil Levanko and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. Wonder if they'll talk about any of the calls here tonight.
I think we might have a few from this Baltimore-San Diego game on Under Review this week.
Referee's still looking at this. We got the backside shot. See, Bond just pushes Diesel. And Diesel pushes him back. This all started before this, when Bond pushed Patrick Thompson from behind. And here we go.
Just stay. I'm gonna go with it. We have 2 penalties on the play after review. We have a 2-minute penalty to Taylor Bond for unsporting-like misconduct, and to Mike Diesel, we have a 7-minute penalty for misconduct and major.
Well, there you go. So Mike Diesel gets the extra 5. Is this the rare time we see a 4-on-4 here, or we play 5-on-5 still?
I believe we'll see 4v4 here.
So Diesel will go to the box, and somebody else is going to have to go to the box too. So it looks like Bramoose will serve the second penalty. And we should be 4-on-4, correct?
Yep. Yes, it does look like we'll be 4-on-4. Yeah.
So I guess Welly serves the 2-minute penalty, right? And
Correct.
Diesel will be out for the full 7, correct?
Correct.
So we won't see Mike Diesel until the latter portion of this fourth quarter. All right, 4-on-4, here we go. Enjoy this because you don't see it very often in indoor soccer. Floor opens up a little bit for both teams.
Very different game, 4v4. I know it may only seem like it's not a big deal with one player off the field, but it is a much different game, 4-on-4.
All right, here's Mello now. Fans it back, and Jamie Thomas has it on the far side. Thompson has to play it forward because Rodriguez can't touch this. Ball deflects. Oh, Pereira couldn't quite get a foot on it, and it rolls right to Pardo. Tough break for the Blast there.
Baltimore high pressing, trying to force a mistake from San Diego and try to get a turnover. And they do.
Here's Chavez now. Chavez in again. He's got 2 goals tonight. Comes down the wing. Keeps it alive. Still has it. Finally run off. Last step back in again. And San Diego clears. Nascimento turns the corner on Pereira. Blast gather it back in. 35 left on the matching Miners.
I was just going to say that was a very interesting choice. They had Pereira out there. I know they don't want him on defensively 4v4, and he made a quick switch.
Pereira's far side, back for Sila. Now Chavez. Sila drive, that's just wide. Quick shot here. Rodriguez gets back. Penalty's about to expire. Players out of the box. 5-on-5 again with halfway through this fourth quarter. Blast trail at 7-5.
Blast really trying to stretch the field and stretch San Diego out.
Bramoose gets it back. Good ball, Mello. Mello turns, shoots. Oh, it's off the post, off Pardo, and right in his hands.
What a good kick for Pardo as Mello had beat him off the post and it caroms back into his arms.
Blast back on it again. Pereira tries to go far side. That's blocked away. Sockers come out with it. 2-on-2. Oh, good cutback. Pereira shot right to Rodriguez. Blast have it with under 7 to play. Thomas has some room. Thomas near side. Pereiras. Victor, 2 early goals in this game. Still looking for the hat trick. There's one. Thompson chips it right to Pardo. Takes the timeout with 6:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Timeout, and we will take 1-2. San Diego with a 7-5 lead midway through the fourth.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Fidelity Building Services Group is a national technical services provider for commercial, industrial, and institutional facilities. Our team delivers proactive, world-class service and innovative building solutions, including HVAC services, design build, engineered retrofits, smart building controls, system integration, energy consulting, emergency power generation, and award-winning mission-critical services to our valued customers nationwide.
All right, welcome back to Baltimore. 7-5 Sockers as Blast got up early 3-0, but San Diego has rallied, and they lead it by 2 here in the fourth. Boris Pardo will have the distribution here for the Sockers, and Brad, if it wasn't for Boris Pardo, this would be a much different game.
Yeah, he's been magical tonight for San Diego, really, especially early when Baltimore could have been up 5-6-0. Really kept him in it, and now you see San Diego with the lead.
Frater with the turn, gets fouled. We're going to restart here for the Blast. Real good chance here for Baltimore on this restart, Brad. Wouldn't be surprised if the Blast don't call a timeout here. Mello takes a look. They do run it. San Diego right there to make the play. Silla to the corner. Mello. Now Nascimento. Back heel for Mello, and now here's Pereira. Under 6 to play. Plenty of time here for Baltimore. Blast will go 6th attacker here as Pereira runs out for Baltimore.
Interesting strategy here for Baltimore with over 5 minutes left. Tough to play 6th attacker here in Baltimore.
This ball headed away. Silla gives it away, and it's a goal. Gonzalez scores off the Silla giveaway. It's 8-5. That's going to hurt. Time to go 9:47.
Yeah, just as I said that, Paul, very difficult to play 6th attacker here at CQ, and you can't give the ball away, especially there on your own yellow line, and just an easy slot in goal for San Diego.
All right, Blast stay with the 6th attacker here.
Gonna have to see some urgency now from the Blast.
Just totally out of sync here. Off the boards. Banker by Ruggles, but that goes wide. Pereiras plays it up. Good ball here, Pereira. He can't get it across. Another steal. Silla steals it back. Espinoza plays it back. Nobody in the middle right now for the Blast of this formation. Mello. Cross shot goal. Pereira puts it past Pardo. It's 8-6.
Paul, when we check out this replay, what a beautiful dummy by Espinoza. Leaves it for Pereira. We're going to see a really tough finish here. This is really great technique by Juan. Watch this dummy by Espinoza.
Yeah, Pardo had no chance here. This is a great ball by Mello. Good pace and a nice job from Pereira to keep it low and on target. Pereira picks up his 8th goal of the season. Blast right back where they started, down 2. Rodriguez back into the net for the Blast. Good pressure here, but a nice feed. 3-on-2 now. Cardenas, Childs in front, score. Childs with the great setup. Cardenas with the finish.
Tic-tac-toe soccers. Great work along the boards here. Cardenas starts it, right? Nice ball off the boards, and he just follows it up and beats his defender, gets to it first and puts it past Rodriguez.
So, Soccer's in control now, up 3. Time to go 11:03. Blast cross it. Pereira runs it down, and now Mello. Guevara. Sila off the boards for Juan. Comes free. Blast, good reversal. Guevara shot. Hits the mesh, and we're going to goalkeeper distribution.
Baltimore had San Diego where they wanted them. They beat the double team, got the ball to the far side where they wanted it, and Jairo could not ultimately finish the ball.
And let's see, I think we're going to get a...
Is this going to be another too many men on Baltimore, Paul?
Looks like it.
Blue card power play against Baltimore, too many men on the field.
All right, so Baltimore gets another too many men penalty. And that is an absolute crusher, down by 3 with just 3 minutes left.
Absolute backbreaker, Paul. Absolute backbreaker. Just silly penalties from Baltimore. That's too many men on the field penalties tonight. They've had a few in other games leading up to this game. That's just silly penalties that you cannot afford to give away, especially to a team with the caliber as the San Diego Sockers.
Yeah, we saw that in the first half. Remember the second quarter, Blast were in control. It was 3-0 Blast, and that's when they got that too many men penalty. And kind of things changed. The Sockers didn't score on that power play, but things kind of shifted a little bit. Blast put it in their own net a couple times at the end of the half, and everything changed after that. And here we see it again with 3 minutes to go. Blast are in a hole now as they're down 3, shorthanded.
Yep, San Diego in no hurry here. Do a really good job, spread the field, no need to go to goal. Make Baltimore chase.
And there's a steal. Pereira leaves it off. Mello shot. Pardo with the save. And that's cleared away. Thompson. Oh, what a save by Pardo again. The Boris Pardo show tonight.
It is. We've mentioned his name so many times tonight, and it's well deserved because he has been phenomenal.
Here's Ruggles now. 55 left on the man advantage. Of course, the Sockers don't want to score here, but they don't want to give anything up either. And they almost did. They would have if it wasn't for Pardo. Another steal. Thomas looks around. Thompson. Nascimento. Thompson. Can't put it on goal. Story of the night for the Blast.
That was 2 really poor giveaways from Drew Ruggles in the defensive third. And that what a ball on a platter for Patrick Thompson, and just could not find the footing.
All right, Mike Diesel's in the box still because we haven't had a stoppage. he will come out on the next stoppage of play. The power play is over. Blast still down by 3. Soccer's did a nice job there. And now they'll just make the Blast chase. This is clinic. This is a clinic right here. Blast chase. Childs comes in. Rodriguez blocks it away. Here come the Blast. Pereira drags. Can't find an angle and can't make the remarkable play either as the Soccer's taken away. Soccer's came in short-handed. They'll come out with a victory though. Shot, part of the save. Puts his finger up and says, I don't think so. Honestly, he's earned that tonight.
He absolutely has. He absolutely has. It's been the Bars Pardo show tonight.
That'll do it. Blast to get the early lead, but they can't hold on as San Diego rallies and defeats the Blast. 9-6 is the final. Match that went back and forth, Brad, but ultimately San Diego was a little better finishing, and Boris Pardo was unreal tonight. So Blast dropped their second in a row here at CQ Arena.
In tonight's fourth quarter, San Diego 7 for a game total of 24, and the Blast 8 for a game total.
Soccer's did a nice job all around. I think after that first half, they kind of got their footing too, and kind of got things settled down, and a much better second half for them.
They really did. I really like how they played themselves into the game, and although they struggled early, you could really see how they got comfortable.
Take a look at our save of the game, sponsored by the Maryland Lottery. And Rodriguez.
That was that screenshot we saw earlier, Paul.
Takes a opportunity away from Oliveira there. One of Rodriguez's good saves of the night, but Boris Pardo was the story as he shut down the Blast. And San Diego's able to come out with the win, 9-6. It's a big win for them. It's the start of a grueling road trip. They'll get on the bus tonight, head up to Utica, and play Utica City tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, tough turnaround for San Diego. That is never a fun trip, going up to Utica right after you play here in Baltimore. So Utica will see kind of which team they get from San Diego as they got into a really nice battle with Baltimore here tonight.
All right, Blast's going to have to rebound. They're going to place Utica City on Sunday next week, January 18th. Make sure you get here early. It's an early start, 12 o'clock kickoff here in Baltimore next Sunday, the 18th, against Utica City. Bright spot for the Blast tonight. Alejandro Chavez continues his great play this year. Chavez with a couple goals and an assist for the Blast in the 9-6 loss.
Really nice game from Alejandro Chavez. Again, struggled with injuries last year, had a season-ending injury. The Blast really happy to have him back, and you can see the spark that he really gives them. Really gives them an extra bit of pace, and again, he showed that tonight, got a few goals.
That's going to do it here from Baltimore for Brad Crossley. I'm Paul Mittermeier saying so long. You've been watching MASL Soccer on MASL TV.
I just wanna be